All right, grab your tea, get comfy, and maybe keep a tissue handy, because the news that just dropped from the heart of the Hallmark universe is a real doozy. I had to read it twice, and honestly, my jaw is still somewhere on the floor. We all know and love Kevin McGarry. He's our charming Mountie Nathan Grant on When Calls the Heart, the guy who makes us believe in steadfast love and swoon-worthy glances. But today, the story isn't about Hope Valley. It's about a real-life drama that feels like it's been ripped from a script we were never supposed to see. The shocking headline that's sending ripples through the entire Hardy's fandom is this. Sources close to an upcoming fan convention are claiming that Kevin McGarry was allegedly begged not to attend. Let that sink in for a moment. Not asked, not requested, begged. The word itself is so loaded with emotion, isn't it? It conjures images of tearful phone calls, whispered conversations, and a level of desperation that feels completely out of place in the usually sunny and cheerful world of Hallmark. We're talking about one of the network's most popular, most beloved leading men, an actor whose presence at any event is a guaranteed draw, a man who brings smiles to thousands of faces. Why on earth would anyone, let alone someone with influence, plead with him to stay away? This wasn't just any small-town meet and greet either. We're talking about one of the most anticipated fan events of the year, a place where dedicated viewers, people like you and me, who invest our hearts and our time into these stories, get a precious chance to connect with the stars who bring them to life. Kevin's name was on the marquee, a shining beacon for fans who have followed Nathan's journey through love, loss, and loyalty. People had booked flights, reserved hotels, and handcrafted signs, all with the hope of sharing a moment with him. And now, this, a bombshell that feels personal. The whispers started as a low rumble online, the kind of forum chatter you might initially dismiss. But then, the story was picked up by more credible entertainment bloggers, citing anonymous but reportedly reliable sources. The story goes that a significant figure connected to the event, and the speculation on who this is running wild, made a direct, emotional plea to Kevin, urging him to pull out. The big, flashing, neon-lit question is, why? My mind is racing, and I'm sure yours is too. This isn't a simple scheduling conflict. You don't beg someone to cancel over a scheduling conflict. This feels deeply personal, deeply emotional. It suggests a situation so tense, so fragile, that the mere presence of Kevin McGarry was seen as a potential catalyst for what? Drama? Awkwardness? An emotional explosion? Let's be real for a second and talk like the friends we are. The immediate thought for many fans, and let's just put it out there, drifts towards the delicate dynamics of on-screen love triangles and off-screen relationships. For years, the When Calls the Heart fandom was famously divided between Team Nathan and Team Lucas. The passion on both sides was and still is immense. Kevin McGarry and Chris McNally, our beloved Lucas Bouchard, have always handled this rivalry with class and humor, showcasing a genuine friendship off-screen. But could the lingering intensity of the shipping wars have created a behind-the-scenes pressure cooker that finally blew? Could it be that the event organizers, or perhaps another party, were worried about fan interactions becoming too intense? Were they afraid of pitting the actors against each other in an uncomfortable way? It seems plausible, but begged still feels like too strong a word for that. It implies a personal stake. And that leads us down another, more painful path of speculation. As many of us know, Kevin was in a long-term relationship with his When Calls the Heart co-star, Kayla Wallace, who plays Fiona. Their real-life romance was a beautiful bonus for fans, a sweet echo of the love stories we watch on screen. They got engaged, and we all celebrated. But lately, things have been quiet. too quiet. Their social media interactions have dwindled, and a recent red carpet appearance saw Kevin walking alone. Could this be the heartbreaking reason? Can you even imagine the scenario? A recent, painful breakup and the raw, exposed nerves that come with it? Perhaps the person who begged him not to attend was trying to protect him or someone else from the pain of a public reunion so soon after a private split. Imagine having to face thousands of adoring fans, answer questions about romance and happily ever afters, all while your own heart is quietly breaking. Imagine having to do that alongside the person you still love or the person who just broke your heart. It would be excruciating. If this is the case, then the word begged suddenly makes perfect, gut-wrenching sense. It wasn't a demand from a powerful producer, but a desperate plea from a friend, or maybe even from Kayla herself. A whisper of, "Please, I can't do this. Not now. Not in front of everyone." Whatever the reason, the emotional fallout is undeniable. For Kevin, it must be an incredibly difficult position. He is a man known for his dedication to his fans. He consistently goes the extra mile, stays for every photo, and signs every autograph. To be asked to step back, to disappoint the very people who champion him, must feel like a betrayal of his own principles. What would you do in his shoes? Do you honor the emotional plea of a person you care for? Or do you honor the commitment you made to thousands of fans who adore you? There's no easy answer. It's a classic heart versus duty dilemma, something his character Nathan Grant would understand all too well. For the fans, the feeling is a mix of confusion, disappointment, and deep, deep concern. The initial, "What the heck?" has quickly softened into, "Oh, Kevin, I hope you're okay." Because at the end of the day, beyond the characters and the storylines, we care about these actors as people. We see their light, their kindness, and we want them to be happy. If Kevin McGarry is hurting, the entire Hallmark community hurts with him. This news shatters the fourth wall in a jarring way. It reminds us that while we escape into the perfect, cozy worlds they create, the actors themselves live real lives with real, messy, complicated emotions. Their heartbreaks don't just resolve in a 2-hour movie. Their conflicts don't just fade to black before the credits roll. So what happens now? Kevin has yet to make an official statement, and the event organizers are remaining tight-lipped. The silence is deafening. All we have is speculation and a shared sense of unease. Will he attend? Will he pull out? If he does, what reason will be given? This isn't just gossip. This is about one of our favorite stars, a man who feels like a friend potentially navigating a storm. All we can do is send him our support from afar, to let him know that whether he shows up or stays home, the Hardys and his legion of fans understand that sometimes real life has to come first, even for a hero. What are your thoughts on this? Who do you think did the begging and why? Let's talk about it in the comments. We all need to process this one together.